Well, here we are on the Sun Princess, and I'm in the very special company of the most important man on board, El Capitano, Captain Paolo.
Thank you.
Welcome
Thank
to
you.
Cruise Passenger.
Let me rephrase it. Most important people and person are the guests.
Well, only a very good captain would say such a thing. Yes. Now, perhaps the first thing people say is that they are surprised you are the captain. You look too young to be in such a very important position, not just as the captain of a ship, but the captain of the world's newest ship.
Right. Well, I'm glad you referred only to the age about these people. But I'm not very young. I might be not look like it, but yeah, it's definitely a privilege and honor to be in command of this beauty. So yes, it's probably could be the pinnacle of my career, although it's still not that old, but I feel very privileged.
I do wonder, though, to be the captain of such a magnificent ship, the brand new, part of the newest Sphere fleet, where is there to go from here? This is about as exciting as it could get.
Yes, I mean, I don't know. This is the platform that's going to set the tone for the new princess as we project and envision for the next probably 10 years or so. So God knows what's going to happen in 10 years' time. Another project, another platform. And we have been innovating, quite dramatically with this new ship. Because if you have been on Princess Cruises before, this is nothing like it. So it's a huge innovations that we've introduced so many new venues and novelties and concepts. So it's really extraordinary to be part of this project, if you will.
You've said it very well. A lot of our listeners and viewers are very excited to learn what those new innovations are, not just with the Sun, but with the new Sphere fleet. So, we're talking advancements with the technology. That must be exciting for you, particularly.
Yeah, sustainability. So this is groundbreaking and first of in so many levels. So this is the first one of two of the Sphere class. This sister, the Star Princess, will come out in 2025. And this has been the very first ship powered with LNG, liquefied natural gas. So it's nearly zero emissions, so we particulate matter nearly zeros. And the very first Princess ship fitted with pod. We've been asking it for so long, and luckily now we got it. So with the pods, all these innovations, technical innovations, so we have really brought Princess to a new level.
Yes.
And we couldn't be happier. The handle of the ship now with the pods and the power, at the other power forward, it will allow us to handle much more wind. So hands will be skipping less ports, if you will, be able to get into windy ports. Like today in Mykonos, we had no problem.
Yes. Yeah. No, it's been a wonderful journey so far. Now, just in terms of a passenger experience on board, I really want to know, what would be your favorite new features of the Sun in terms of passenger enjoyment?
And it's really hard to pick because there's so many. It feels almost overwhelming when you get on this ship. I did my first cruise as a handover, as we say. So 10 days just lining up and learning the new ship, because again, it was nothing like it. And the first couple of days I was trying to compare it, the Royal class, which was my previous.
Can you compare?
No, you can't. So it was a mistake on my part, because you have to basically reset what you used to be familiar with in any of the Princess ships. Princess always been keeping a sort of familiarity throughout the classes. So the currently there's always a specific location, but this one have really changed the entire things. Everything's been turned upside down. And there's so many more venues that we never had.
Yes.
So I'm still struggling to find my favorite spot. I mean, the dome. Just look at the dome where we do the shows and some parties. It's absolutely, especially at nighttime with all the lighting.
The acrobatics.
Simply incredible, right? The area in front of the dome, which I think not many people find right away. That's another beautiful area. Another of my favorite is the actual wake terrace.
Yes.
Especially at sea. It's you got a 360 degrees bar with the infinite pole, and you just see the wake of the ship, and it's simply
Very
extraordinary.
So I've noticed that you do take the time to chat with passengers and to get some feedback and really ask how they're
Not
enjoying.
always a good idea.
No, only the nice ones, the Australians. What has been some of the most interesting feedback that you've heard from passengers so far?
But to be honest, it's the majority was all positive. They were overwhelmed as well. You know, they were just mentioning all these new features they never had before. Of course, we are carrying 1,000 guests more than a Royal class ships, but it's a bigger ship, and the floor doesn't feel that it's ever that crowded.
Because we are capacity 4,300.
4,300, indeed.
That is quite a big capacity.
And the study they've done with the floor, I think it works extremely well, except when you know, all at once they decide to do a breakfast of the day at sea.
Everyone's hungry at the same time.
Which that is regardless of the number of guests that we have.
Happens on every ship.
Yes.
Every ship. So if there would be something that you would like to see happen with the next stage of Princess ships, what would that be for you personally? What would you like to see?
Well, I would have to digest and metabolize this one first. Because right now,
Too soon to ask. Yeah.
So right now, this is something simply extraordinary already. There's going to be very few changes on the Starfleet, so we'll look forward to seeing what they will be doing there. But otherwise, top of the world.
What's been your greatest moment of joy or gratitude doing what you do?
Good one. There have been so many. Probably the most dear to me was the first time I got into my home port as a captain. Yeah, that was there because it was my childhood dreams, and I count myself to be super fortunate to be doing my childhood dreams. I always wanted to be a captain. Things like that.
We all dream of doing that.
And third generation with Princess, my grandfather.
Really?
Yeah. So I've been growing up with all this. The seaweed everywhere in the house.
Goodness.
You know? Yeah.
Okay, so you were born into the role, but no doubt you've worked very hard to get there as well. Okay, quick fire questions. Favorite port anywhere in the world?
Favorite port? I would have to say right now, maybe top three.
Yeah.
Top three. Istanbul.
Yes.
Messina goes on visors.
Yes.
And Sydney.
Sydney,
Yes.
of course.
Yes.
You have to say that.
I can't wait. I don't know if these ships are ever going to be planning to get there, but Circular Quay in front of the Opera House.
Yes, the international terminal.
And those are my top three favorite.
Okay.
In terms of scenic cruise sailing into the harbor, there will be Sydney, New York, and Venice, which we unfortunately will do that more. But those are the top three.
We get close enough. Yeah. Okay, favorite meal on board the ship?
Steak.
Where?
Crown Grill.
Perfect. We're going there tonight. Favorite cocktail on the ship?
Well, I don't drink. So
You don't drink? I don't drink either. Okay, so favorite mocktail on the ship?
Stay away from the sugar. Otherwise, I'll be in trouble.
Okay, sparkling water on the ship is amazing.
Yeah, San Pellegrino will be
Okay,
Can we say that? Can we mention
Yes,
that?
we can say that. Okay, favorite moment interacting with guests on board the ship?
Favorite moment? It's actually when I go around the restaurant and just surprise them, especially when I find an empty seat. I just pretend, oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm so late. And I just pull the chair to see the reaction, and it's actually quite
That would be
quite
extraordinary.
funny.
I want to get that on camera, hidden camera.
Yeah. And then eventually they click, or somebody doesn't even click, and they start telling me, can I have more wine? And I just play along. Yeah,
Sure, I'll get you that. I'll be back in a minute. I just got to go steer the ship.
Yeah. I do play along.
Of course, Princess is known as the Love Boat fleet of ships, and you have played a particular role in the new remake of the Love Boat series.
The real Love Boat, yes.
What was that experience like?
It was actually a lot of fun. It wasn't actually a role per se, because I was just acting as myself.
Being yourself,
so it
yes.
was totally unscripted. So we were just, playing along. I had only 2 parts, so it wasn't very crucial, my role in there. but it was an extraordinary.
He's being humble. Yeah.
But it's been an extraordinary experience because to me, I'd never been on a TV show set. Initially I was a little bit didn't know what to do, and then I got quite comfortable with the camera to the point I was upset in the cast because I was making jokes and they had to refilm the whole
Having too
thing.
much fun.
All I could hear was like, from the top, people. Sorry. And they were shooting.
Do you see a lot of love moments on board the ship?
I do.
In real life, not with the camera.
No, I do. In fact, it just happened last year to marry a couple that they met 5 years prior on their princess ship. So they met, and they got together, and then 5 years later,
that is a
they
beautiful
got married on
love
the ship.
story. And then you were able to
many.
marry. Yeah, you did the ceremony.
That was last year. Another time, a couple that met 15 years ago, and we worked out the time. It happened to be on the same ship. I didn't actually we thought that then.
Wow.
But we happened to be on the same ship 15 years prior.
I hear some passengers specifically book their cruise based on who the captain is. Do you have certain passengers that are just such fans of sailing with you in particular?
There are a few, especially some of the close friends that we have built this relationship through the years, and they just follow me around.
No doubt. You've got your
they actually
fan club. They're on this cruise.
They've got 2 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, they're big fans.
Yeah,
big fans. Now, your captain's announcements are very much appreciated by so many people.
So you're the one of the 58
I am
that
the number one of the 4,300 passengers who love your announcements. That must be something that is like a little bit of a creative outlet for you. You get to talk about where we're going, what the weather's like, but your favorite things that happen on the ship.
Yeah, and I try to make them a little bit more interesting. So whatever we are on that day, and I basically throw in some of the small interaction that I've had through the day with the guests. So either they're coming back on a tour, and maybe they visit the winery, or they come back very happy, married. So it's and I like to throw this little bit of spark in to make it more interesting.
A little injection of personality.
Indeed.
That's wonderful. Final question with regards to this being the Love Boat.
Right.
I've heard that there is in fact a particular horn that makes the love boat sound. Is that correct?
You are correct indeed. So it's the love boat whistle, we call it.
The love boat whistle.
Unfortunately, we cannot blow it everywhere. In every port. Some of the ports have restrictions on sound.
Maritime rules.
Maritime rules,
Okay, so when are you allowed to blow
So
the
we're going to do it
love boat
today
whistle?
on departure.
Really?
Yes.
All right.
Because they probably are too busy party to listen to.
They would enjoy it.
Yeah, right.
And so who is allowed to actually blow the love boat whistle?
I sense that there's a follow-up questions, and I can see where you're going. So,
am I allowed to?
So we can work something
blow
out.
The love boat whistle.
Not many people have actually had the opportunity.
No way. I'm sure it's
obviously.
very special, an absolute privilege. But
Yes. Okay. We can work something
what time
out.
is that happening?
They will be at probably 10 to 9 p.m.
I'll be here.
Right. Okay.
I
We'll
will
stay
be
on
here.
standby.
I'll have to break past security, but if you would allow me, that would be such an honor.
Fine. We'll get work something out.
Well, Captain Paolo, thank you so much for your time today.
It was a pleasure.
And thank you for having us all on board.
Thank you very much.